Well, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls around the world. It doesn't matter if you're a dog, it doesn't matter if you're a cat, it doesn't matter if you are a parrot. You are all welcome to Fun Talk, Wrestling Talk. I am your host, Christopher. You can call me Chris. You can call me the worst piece of shit to ever live. You can call me whatever you want to. But I am your host, and I am here to be your host, because I am your favorite host in the whole damn universe. There is nothing that you could do to change that, because I am the best in the world at what I do. Well, maybe. Well. And I don't want to be the guy that is gonna talk, about negative stuff. Well, I'm doing that almost every time I talk about the main roster shit anyway. But, I can't stand, I'm wondering what kind of people are living in this world right now. What kind of a wrestling fans are they out there right now at the moment? Really? Because I'm wondering because just a couple of years ago, Daniel Bryan was the most loved man in the wrestling history. Or not in the history, but one of them. And he was for the moment. But now, he's a heel. He should be hated. But when you're seeing stuff like on internet that, he needs to, injure his neck again. He needs to. I hope that, Butcher jump from Mustafa Ali hurts him so he can go back and retire and stuff like that. Really? And I can't understand this. I'm wondering, what kind of a wrestling fan are you? Or the most important stuff, what kind of a person are you? I mean, Daniel Bryan, he's such a good competitor. He's such a good wrestler. I mean, when all of that, Yes moment and all of that happened, and then he won at WrestleMania, and then had to retire, one and a half year later. I mean, that was one of the most sad part of my wrestling career watching, because that man loves wrestling so damn much, and this makes me so damn fucking pissed off to see people like you act like this. If you love wrestling, if you care about wrestling for real, you should fucking respect and love Daniel Bryan, because I can say that man respects and loves wrestling more than many wrestlers out there. Period. I mean, so you love him to death, but now when he turns heel, you want him to get injured for life. And you want him to retire. For the fuck's sake, people. Piece of crap. Idiots. When are you gonna fucking understand that he is an excellent competitor? He is an excellent wrestler. And he's doing the job just excellent. Well, he's now a heel. And yeah, people are booing him. And that's what they should do. And that is why he is a good heel. He can play an excellent heel by getting hated. And he can be a great babyface by being loved. But when you're hating him in real life, that you want him to, almost get killed and, lost his life, what the fuck are you thinking of, people? And I'm asking you, all the people that are saying this stuff, what the hell are you doing then in your life that are so much more important and so much better than what Daniel Bryan is doing right now? That's something I want you all haters to explain for me. And I can tell you, yeah, I'm not such a big fan of the main roster anymore. You know that. But when he did turn heel, I got excited. Because I thought it was something fresh. Because it was something new that we haven't seen on SmackDown for a couple of years. And for fuck's sake, he's not just a heel. But he's doing something very cool right now with the new Daniel Bryan gimmick. And he's doing an awesome job. There are something fresh, something new about looking at Daniel Bryan right now. It's not like his last heel run, in 2011. No, no, no. It's not like that. Or maybe it was, yeah, 2011, 2012. Yeah. It's not like that. It was good back then, but this run is very special. It's something new. It gets interesting. I want to see Daniel Bryan. I want to see him doing more and more. I want to see what he's going to do next. It works just perfectly. He's right now the best damn heel in WWE. Well, Becky Lynch is awesome, but I'm thinking about the male competitor now. He is the best damn heel now on SmackDown. And well, leading up to WrestleMania, what do we want to see? Yeah, the best damn heel wrestler against the best damn babyface. That's how you book a big damn match. And for all of you piece of shit people that are saying this, yeah, Daniel Bryan should go and break his neck, blah, 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 and all of that stuff. I mean, for the fuck's sake, when are you gonna realize what wrestling is all about? I know that they're all real wrestling fans. They're old school real wrestling fans. Of course, we are having modern, new, good wrestling fans as well. They are not saying stuff like that because they understand how good this is for business, how good Daniel Bryan is. Daniel Bryan, he loves wrestling. He respects the business. I can tell you, when he had to retire, I felt so sad of it because I knew how much he loved wrestling. I know how much he respects wrestling. He doesn't have to be the world champion to enjoy wrestling. He just wants to be a wrestler. And he's doing the babyface stuff awesome, and he's doing the heel stuff awesome. It doesn't matter what he has to do. He just loves wrestling. And I mean, when you saw those pictures stuff after he had to, do that retirement speech, he was crying. He was in real pain, for God's sake. That's how much wrestling means to him. And when he came back at WrestleMania, for me, I was almost crying, to be honest, because for me, it felt so great to see that man that loves wrestling so damn much coming out and do what he loves to do. Because I think that's what wrestling fans deserves. To see wrestlers that loves wrestling and loves to entertain the people. And yeah, of course, before he got cleared by WWE to come back, we all heard those rumors that he was going to leave WWE and, join the All-In show and all of that. Well, it's not because he doesn't want to be in WWE. It's because he wants to wrestle. He wants to wrestle because he is a wrestling fan. He loves wrestling. And that is something that I love with Daniel Bryan. He loves wrestling. He's not like many other wrestlers, just going out there for the money. They're not loved. I don't say that all of them are like that, but many people are. Many wrestlers are like that. They're doing it for the money and they don't love the wrestling. But Daniel Bryan loves it. It doesn't matter if you want him to be heel. It doesn't matter if you want him to be babyface. It doesn't matter if you want him to go for the United States title. It doesn't matter if you want him to be a tag team. He's going to do it because he loves wrestling. And he's going to go out there and do his best because he loves wrestling and respects wrestling. And that's something that you piece of crap hated fans, so-called fans, should think of. And I mean, you just take a look at him when he's talking to fans, in real life. Such a sweetheart of a guy. I can't fucking understand how people can want that guy to be paralyzed. Seriously, take a look at his real life conversations with people. He's not cocky. I mean, he's not acting like a famous person at all. That's fucking respect, people. He's acting like a normal human being, and that's fucking respect. He's such a professional in the business and outside the business, period. But I can tell you all, I'm super happy for Daniel. And I can say, when he won the world title against AJ Styles on SmackDown, oh my God, I was in shock. I mean, I knew that Daniel Bryan was going to be heel very soon, but I didn't expect him to win the world title and not on SmackDown. And I mean, that's something that shocks me. I didn't expect that. And that's something that I don't feel in WWE very often. That something surprised me and shocked me. So, and I know that many people think the same, that they were shocked about this. So instead of hating Daniel Bryan for this, you should actually thank Daniel Bryan and thank WWE for that decision. Because shocking moments, surprising moments, that's exciting. That's something that you should enjoy in wrestling. And I was sitting there on my couch and I was thinking, oh my God, this is the man that 3 years ago had to retire, and I was so sad. I remember I was so sad. Oh my God, he won the WWE title at WrestleMania, and he didn't have the chance to get a real run with it. Um, so yeah, for me it was so cool. I mean, now he's back. I never thought that I was going to see him wrestle again, and now he is a WWE champion. I was just thinking, oh my God, he must been feeling so damn great in his body right there. I mean, it's such a great moment for him. um and of course he was doing the heel turn and all that. It was awesome. It was awesome, and I'm happy for Daniel Bryan. And that is why I'm taking this so damn seriously when people are so stooping and saying that he needs to get paralyzed and all of that stuff. Because I'm seeing someone that loves the thing that I love the most, and that is wrestling. And I've seen a man that takes wrestling very seriously. And that is why I'm taking this very seriously. But I'm gonna leave the subject of Daniel Bryan for now, because then I'm gonna have to maybe break my computer, and then we will not have a episode 4. But well, we can take a question. We can take a question, and this question is from Charles Bassett, and he's asking me, do you ever think that Kenny Omega will wrestle for WWE? Well, that's a very interesting question. If I had to choose, I mean, I don't want him to come to WWE. I mean, don't take me wrong. I'm not trying to bury you all, WWE fans. But for me, I want to see the in-ring work more than the show. Of course, I want to have a show also. But for me, the in-ring stuff is very important. I don't see that stuff on the main roster in WWE anymore. And Kenny Omega is such a good wrestler, so I just want him to be outside WWE so I can see his good wrestling, so he can wrestle as good as possible. Because they have more freedom in all the wrestling matches outside WWE. So technical, it's always getting the matches are getting better because of that. So I want him to stay away from WWE. And I don't know now if he's gonna join All Elite Wrestling. I think he will, but I also hope that he can stay in New Japan. We will see. So all of this stuff will make the world title match at the Wrestle Kingdom very interesting, because I don't know if Kenny Omega are gonna stay with New Japan or if he's only gonna do the All Elite Wrestling thing. So that's very interesting. So yeah, but yeah, for now, yeah, I think he's gonna do the All Elite stuff and all of that. And I don't know how much how big that will be, but if that is going to be big, I don't see him leaving and go to WWE at all, because he's such a good. I know that he's good friends with Cody and all Young Bucks, and if All Elite Wrestling is gonna be a success, I mean, I don't see them leaving, because if they are gonna leave and go to WWE, I think they're going to leave together, and I don't see them leaving together at the same time either. So it's a very hard question, okay? It's a very hard question, but never say never. But I hope, and I don't see it in the near future, that he's gonna leave and go to WWE. But yeah, it's a very it's a good question. It's a good question, but that's my answer to it, and we will see. We will see. But well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Fun Talk, Wrestling Talk, and I still love Jim Cornette, and I can see John Cena. But this is the last episode of this year 2018. So I'm thinking. So now we are just days away from the year 2019. So what was the best matches of 2018? So I was thinking, how about I do my own top 10 wrestling matches of the year 2018? So I did! And I can tell all of you that Vince Russo is not on the list because Dana White is gonna fix so Jim Cornette can crush his ugly face and he can bleed like the damn pig that he are because he is a disgrace of this business. So well. So move on to my top 10 wrestling matches of the year 2018. And people, don't be too bad at me. When I did this list and I was thinking, the first, my favorite matches of 2018 that pops up in my head, I'm gonna do them. But maybe if I'm thinking more and more, maybe I will. Oh, that match I like even more than that match. But blah 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 blah. But by the way, these top 10 matches, they are my top matches, of course, because it is a reason why they did pop up in my head like they did. So, I'm going to rate them, from 10 to 1. The number 1 is my top 1 match, so the Batman of the year. So I'm going to start from, 10 and I'm going to go up to number 1. Oh, here comes my top 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back, or maybe welcome, because maybe you did start the podcast, but you did leave the computer, or you did leave your phone on the, I don't know, maybe on the kitchen table or something, and then you did go to the bedroom and you took a shit like never before. But so this is my number 10, and this was a match that I didn't expect to, be my top 10 match of the year. But this is actually my number 1, and it's Hangman Page versus Joe Janela in a Chicago street fight from All In this year. I didn't expect a lot from this match because I have never been a big fan of Joe Janela. But, I am a fan of Hangman Page, and I think I'm getting more and more of a fan of him because match after match, month after month, he's getting better and better. But, at this time, I was just starting by being a fan of him, but I wasn't a fan of Joe, so I didn't expect much from this match. I knew that this was a Chicago street fight, so I knew that it's gonna be a decent match because they're gonna do something special with it because it is All In, and the match was All In itself. I love the match from the beginning to the end. Awesome match, and also what was the name of the girl? Penelope Ford, yeah, the hot girl. She did an amazing job. She was looking just great. She was All In. The match was All In. So yeah, I would say that's my 10. That's my top 10 then. So yeah, I'm very interested to hear what you thought of that match. So now over to my top number 9. Number 9, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are having a very special match. It's James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth. No, I'm just kidding. My number 9 was the North American title ladder match from NXT Takeover New Orleans. Yeah, that's my number 9. I enjoyed that match very well. I mean, they did start that show with that match, and that match stole the whole show, and you could feel, like immediately, oh my god, this match. We are 5 minutes in, and this match is already gonna be better than the whole WrestleMania. So, but yeah, it was a awesome match. I loved it from the beginning to the end. And Adam Cole won the match, and that's a big plus for me as well because I did cheer for him. A very cool, high spots moves in that match. Jumps from the ladder and all of that. So yeah, it was a very good match, and it was awesome to see that Adam Cole had the power and the energy to compete in a second match that night. So yeah, very awesome. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So that's my number nine. I love that match. So well, this is getting awesome. I mean, if you really think of it, I mean, these two matches are awesome. So you can think that Vince Russo are the brain for those matches. Nah, not really. You know, Vince Russo is a brainwashed piece of shit. So no, he's not involved in those matches. So for number eight, Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll versus Takashi versus Kushida from Wrestle Kingdom. Fatal four-way match for the junior title. Um, yeah, this is my top eight match. Well, it I would easily say that this was the best Fatal four-way match of the year. I guess. I really enjoyed this match. You know, four cruiserweights. You know, just going, full speed ahead. You know, they're doing everything. They do everything they had on the, the grandest stage of them all in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Um, yeah, Will Ospreay jumps from the pylon. Uh, awesome match. I really love this match. And also, Will Ospreay won the match. Yeah, this was actually a match, where you can sit there and just relax and enjoy them, looking at great athletes doing, impossible stuff, yeah, so I would say this was my favorite Fatal 4 match of the year. So, yeah, this is my place number 8 match. So, yeah. So, for my number 7, we are having Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano from NXT TakeOver New Orleans, just days before WrestleMania. Yeah, it was one day before WrestleMania. Yeah, because this year I remember that Hall of Fame was 2 days before Mania. So yeah, um, yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, it was an outstanding match. Tommaso is really a great heel champion. I don't know where they're gonna go with him when it comes to the main roster, but he's really a very good heel because he's looking like a real heel. I mean, he's looking like a guy that, that you could hate for real life, and yeah, doing fantastic work. And you're Gargano, very good wrestler. Also Tommaso, uh, but I think Tommaso is the perfect heel champion. Um, and I really liked when he had no entrance music when he comes out to the ring. That makes him even much more heel. But the match was outstanding. I love the match. I mean, you all have seen the match. I don't know what to say about the match. Just a very good wrestlers. Yeah, that's my number 7. So let's go over to number 6, and this match will not shock you at all because it's Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano, last man standing match from NXT Takeover Brooklyn. Just 3 months later, no, 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I don't have the day in my head, but it's right before SummerSlam in August. Yeah. You know, I love both the matches, but this match I liked it even more because it was a fantastic match, a very brutal match, very physical. Um, and I was wondering because I always had this feeling that Tommaso needs to win this match, but how are they gonna have him win? And I just thought the ending of the match was very cool. How they came up with that, and to make him win without make Johnny Gargano looking weak or something. I think that was a very good way. So yeah, that match was very good. And the ending, that was very awesome. I like that very much. So yeah, that's my number 6. Number 6, yes. So let's move on. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you with my top 5. So here's number 5. And that is Kenny Omega versus Cody for the World Heavyweight Championship at the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Special in San Francisco. Um, yeah, this must be my number 5 because I saw the first match they had at the Ring of Honor event. What the hell was the name of that event now again? Yeah. It was from Supercard of Honor. But that was also a very good match, but it didn't came up to my expectations, to be honest. I mean, when they first booked that match, I was like, oh my god, that's a dream match. So I was hoping too much for it, and it didn't live up to that. But it was still a good match. So don't take me wrong. But this match from the G1 special in San Francisco, that was the awesome match. I love that match from the beginning to the finish. Such a good wrestling match. Cody, he's really proven himself that he can be a world champion in New Japan in the future if he's gonna stay there. Such a great match. I mean, they're telling so much stories in this match by body expressions, everything. I mean, fantastic match. They didn't run it too fast. It was not too slow. Everything was just perfect, and I love that suplex from the ladder and all that. Yeah, such a great match. I didn't expect so much from it. Yeah, I did expect it to be great, but I didn't expect it to be super great. Because of the match they had in Ring of Honor. But it really was a super good match. So awesome, awesome, awesome. That's my number 5. So now for my number 4, I'm having Takashi versus Will Ospreay from New Beginning in Osaka. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the match. I really was surprised. I wasn't surprised that this was a good match, but coming out, it's the first pay-per-view show from New Japan since Wrestle Kingdom. You have expectations, but you don't have big ones because you're just coming out from Wrestle Kingdom where every match was awesome, and you had that fatal 4-way match for the junior title, and now you have Will Ospreay defending the title against Takashi. But this match, wow, I remember watching. This was so awesome. I mean, so many high spots moves. I mean, suicide dives, high flying stuff, technical, strong style. I mean, I'm the guy. I love wrestlers that are doing a lot of kicks and flying moves, but yeah, so this was the perfect mix of wrestling for me. So I enjoyed this match from the beginning to the end. I thought this match was very much too short, but the match was for over 20 minutes. But that's how much I enjoyed this match. So yeah, I felt this was a perfect match, to steal the show, 1 month after Wrestle Kingdom. So yeah, that's my number 4. I love that match. I have already seen that match like 3-4 times or something. So yeah, that's my number 4. So well. Now we're coming to my top 3. So now it's getting very interesting. So for my number 3, this match did really, yeah, it did happen very recently actually. So yeah, it's the ladder wars for the tag team titles. Ring of Honor Final Battle. Damn. I mean, this was not shocking. I mean, this match had it all. The Briscoes, I mean, Young Bucks, Christopher Daniels, and Scorpio Sky. I mean, damn, this match had it all. I mean, I don't know why they call it a ladder match. They should call it a TLC match because, to be honest, this match was a TLC match. But it was awesome. It was awesome. It was such a good wrestling match. Good wrestling moves. Great high spots. Crashing tables. Blood. I love this match. And before before Final Battle, I was like, what? Are the tag team titles gonna main event Final Battle? And I was like, nah, that's not good. Yeah, they should not main event. But now I understand why they did because they want to end the year the biggest pay-per-view of the year, the last pay-per-view of the year with a smile on everyone's faces, and they really did it. This man was awesome, and of course the Briscoes won. I was cheering for them, so yeah, awesome match. Yeah, number three, of course, it deserves that. A perfect ladder match. So I love that. Thank you, TNA. I was almost going to say TNA. Fuck TNA. Thank you, Ring of Honor, for giving me that awesome match. So my number two. This will not shock you at all. It's Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho from Wrestle Kingdom. And I have so much to say about this match, and this match means so much to me as a wrestling fan, to be honest. It has, you know, I was one of them, I was I was dealing with some kind of a wrestling depression, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't happy with, the direction wrestling was going into, and I was like, what the hell? When are people gonna understand that New Japan is something to take serious and stuff? And then boom, Chris Jericho came out, and challenged Kenny Omega for the United States title. And Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho was the most talked about match, of the year. And the match itself, it was so awesome. I mean, it did feel like it was, Conor McGregor versus Mayweather, but in wrestling. It was so much, before the match. I remember, the feeling of just waiting for the match. It was incredible. And when the match, started, with the awesome entrance from Chris Jericho and all of that, the feeling in your body that you had when you were watching this match was just awesome, was phenomenal. And this match made me still want to be a wrestling fan today. I am not a fan of WWE anymore. I think that they are screwing up the whole damn wrestling world. Hopefully that will change, but I must say thank you, Chris Jericho. I mean, he's such a smart man. And this match, yeah, it's true. I wasn't very happy with wrestling at the time. This match, I was exciting for wrestling again in a very, very, very different way after this match. So this match should, you know, this match was the most important match for me of the year. But when it comes to in ring stuff, it's my number two. And also, Chris Jericho, he's a guy that I didn't have much expectation from him. With the wrestling, I was actually thinking about will he, get up to the same level as Kenny Omega? Because I wasn't very happy with his recent work in WWE, but WWE, they have all those rules in the matches. You don't have the freedom in the matches to do whatever you want. Is who we are. But he came out here, and it was like looking at a Chris Jericho from the early 2000s. It was awesome. It was awesome, and I I did feel like a wrestling fan from a young age again when I was watching this match. I love this match. I have been watching this match many times, and yeah, you can hear me that I'm getting emotional just talking about this match. This is so much. This is how much this match fucking mean to me. Thank you, Chris Jericho. Thank you, Chris Jericho, and thank you, Kenny Omega. Thank you, Wrestle Kingdom, New Japan. Yeah, this match really turned me back into a happy wrestling fan again. I will not say super happy, right now. It was almost a year ago, and we have seen a lot of trash stuff from WWE. But I was so close to giving up wrestling. And this match saved me. Yeah. Um, I must move on because I can sit here and talk how much I love this match for hours. Really, guys, I can. So yeah, that's my number two. Thank you for fuck's sake. So now it's finally time for my match of the year. Well, I need to, recover now after that emotional speech from the number two. Okay, but my match of the year 2018. Well, it will not surprise you either. It's Kenny Omega versus Okada from New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion 2018. 2 out of 3 falls for the world title. Um, how long was this, man? It was like 1 hour or 16 minutes or something. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but this match, it was, yeah, such a great match. This match had everything. It had the slow build, and they had high spots. They had everything, and you could really see that these two guys, such a great athletes, that they can do what they did for over 1 hour. This is amazing, 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 amazing. And I mean, when you're having matches like this, usually, you're doing a very, you're working very slow for a very long time, and you're saving the high spots to the end to, to make sure that someone don't get hurt or something. But they didn't do that. I mean, they did high spots up to 10 minutes, then they waited 10 minutes for a new high spot, and 10 minutes. So this was a awesome match. This was a perfect wrestling match. Many people are saying that this was the best wrestling match of all time. I don't know how to answer that, if it was the best wrestling match of all time, but I have also very much. It's difficult to say what match was better than this match. So it's possible that this match was the best match ever, but I don't say, because I don't know if it was, but I having problem with naming a match that was better, and I can say this match was one of the best match I have ever seen. So it's possible for this match to, I mean, such a great match, such a great match. The only thing that took the excitement away a little bit was, I did expect Ken Omega to win the title that night. I don't know why, but I did expect Ken Omega to win, and I wanted him to win. But if I wasn't sure at all, that will make everything a little more excitement. But I did hope for Ken Omega to win, and such an awesome match. And when he won, I love everything was just perfect. After the match, you take the microphone, cut a promo, and say, "Yeah, Okada, the best wrestler, and the best champion of all time," and all of that. Paying respect. That was emotional. That was a very cool wrestling moment. Yeah, I love that. I mean, this is also a match you can sit there and talk forever. But what can I say? I mean, this match had everything what a wrestling match should have. It was a perfect match. So this is my match of the year. Kenny Omega versus Okada, Dominion 2018. So yeah, that's my number one. So well, that was fun. That was my top 10 matches of 2018. It will be very fun to hear what you think of it, or what you think of my list, and if you have your own list, that will be awesome. It's to see if you have a different list. But we are almost there. It's New Year soon, and tomorrow is my birthday. 2 days is New Year's Eve. So this is the last episode of this year. So why don't bring a guest to the show? I'm thinking about that. We should bring a guest to the show right now. So now I'm going to introduce to you my guest of this episode. Please welcome Anthony Bottle, I think it is.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Anthony. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. So, are you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Cooking dinner.
Oh, you're cooking dinner. Oh, you're like the total package. You're doing podcasts and you're cooking dinner at the same time. I mean, you should be the real Lex Luger. So you're a wrestling fan, right?
Yes.
How did you become a fan?
I became a fan. Been a while.
Since last week?
Probably, oh no. I've been a fan since shoot 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember my actual first time seeing it was when I was 5. It was in a tag team match
Mm-hmm.
on TV. It was Mosh and Thrasher
All
for the
right.
tag team titles.
All right.
I don't remember who they were fighting. So but actually getting interested was about 8 years old. A couple of neighborhood kids were watching and mimicking a couple of wrestlers and everything, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I was also 5 years old when I saw wrestling for the first time. So, who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
At that time, since it was Attitude Era, and then you had the whole WCW and WWF time.
Yeah.
Let's see, probably Rock, Stone Cold, and Triple H at the time. Just at that point in time, tag team would have been Hardy Boys and
Yeah.
the Uglies and all them, the popular ones, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good choice, but I must agree that I am a little surprised, to be honest, because I was actually thinking of, I mean, Anthony, his favorite wrestler, it must be the Doink the Clown. No, Doink the Clown. All right. But yeah, so, all right, so you're still watching the product?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool. Is it only WWE or are you watching more promotions?
I'm trying to watch more of the New Japan, but
You should do. You should do. Yeah, that's my favorite promotion.
yeah, I remember watching the like their big pay-per-view, like WrestleMania
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Like it was in June or something like that, and that was amazing.
Their WrestleMania show is Wrestle Kingdom, and they are having that on January. So yeah, so it's next week again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so yeah, it's awesome. New Japan Pro Wrestling, it's very special. I can think that it's very, different for Americans, maybe for what you are used to see, because they are not doing so much of the show stuff that WWE are doing, but they're focusing on the in-ring wrestling stuff, and that is why I love. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the in ring. I don't like much of the acting
No.
today as it was back then. But it's just you got to change things. So
Yeah, exactly. But for me, I love the in-ring stuff, and I do love WWE still, but for me, it feels like my stomach are all full of all those show acts all the week long. Week after week there are some weird angles and stuff, and I miss seeing a very good wrestling match that has a lot of time to really show something. And that is why I love New Japan Pro Wrestling so much right now. So yeah, but who are your favorite wrestler at the time?
who's my favorite right now?
You can't say Santino Marella because he's retired.
No. Even though he was pretty comical,
Yeah, he was.
he'd be probably top 10 maybe.
Yeah, he was very funny.
I would say as of now, I don't have a favorite. I would say that all of them would be my favorite because you really just can't pick one.
Yeah, it is hard. I agree on that. But I'm all yeah.
Yeah, because you'll never know which character does something different than all the rest. Because right now they pretty much do all the same thing to an extent. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So I will say at the moment the WWE, Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose are my favorites right now because they are doing something fresh right now with their characters. Because they turn heel.
I definitely like their turn.
Yeah.
I like their heel turn.
Yeah, I think that was very important for their careers right now because I don't say that Dean Ambrose was boring, but he was little, in the middle of his career where he had to do something new to reach the next level. So yeah, that feels awesome. That feels awesome. So I'm happy for them. So I'm excited for it. So excited for it. But you know, so but you are watching NXT, right?
I don't have the network right
No,
now,
no.
but I'm working my way on that. A friend of mine let us have a free deal, the free month deal, and we were watching NXT hardcore style.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very cool to watch NXT. Yeah, yeah. It's very cool to watch NXT because it seems so different. If you're watching the main roster stuff and then you go over to watch NXT, you can really see and understand that some other people are in charge of the booking and the show there because it's very different. But
Yeah, definitely.
but it's good. I like NXT. Do you have a favorite wrestler on that roster?
When I was watching it, it would have probably been oh boy, who what the heck? I can't even remember who's on there now. But when I was watching at the time, it would have been the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and
Yeah, yeah,
Neville's, all of them. Now those would have been my top ones, especially the Sanity. I'm trying to remember the one guy, Eric Young.
Eric Young.
I
Yeah,
liked him when he was in TNA or Impact, whatever you want to call it now.
yeah. But my problem is I had a problem to take him seriously as a top guy and as a heel because I remember his early days in TNA when he was 100% comedian wrestler.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, that stuff was awesome. They haven't done something close to that level on the main roster, to be honest. But I agree on that. And my current favorites on NXT are Adam Cole right now in the whole Undisputed Era. I like them very well.
Yeah, I get to see clips on YouTube, so if I miss something, I usually watch clips.
Yeah.
So I'm really not missing much, but if I miss a good move, I'm like, oh, why can't I do that?
Yeah, maybe, it's fun for me because I have been watching them for years in Ring of Honor, so it's very cool to see them do something very good in WWE now, and they are still having their characters that they were used to have in Ring of Honor and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I like that when they can come up to WWE and be what they got famous for before WWE. So that's something I like. So Anthony, we're going to talk about something special today. Something that I know that many listeners don't know what that is all about. And I'm talking about eFed wrestling. So Anthony, what is eFed wrestling for you?
eFed wrestling, to my personal opinion, is like people when they play fantasy football, except you actually get to see people talk or they do written promos.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I see eFed. That's what it reminds me of. It's kind of like fantasy football.
Yeah, exactly. If I will describe it a little bit myself, I mean, it's on Facebook. You create your own character, and for me, it's like you are going to be a wrestler, but you're not doing the wrestling in ring stuff.
Right.
You create your own character, your own move set, and all of that. You have 100% creation on your character, and how it works. It works differently in other feds, but I have my own eFed, World Social Wrestling, and actually Anthony Roberts here. Oh, Anthony Roberts is his wrestling name on my show, and he is actually yeah, and he's my world champion. So if you are interested in going to WSW, you can always come, and well, you will lose to Anthony Roberts because he is the best right now. but but how it works, okay, let's say this: if Anthony Roberts is having a match with another guy called, yeah, we say Majako, then you're going to do promos against each other. You're having like I will call it a promo wars, I would call it. And you can build a story, to a match, and you're saying exactly, yeah, your character stuff, and then you're saying what you're gonna do in the match, and then you have a judge or maybe two or three, and then they will judge the match. I mean, who had the best promos and stuff, and then they will decide a winner, and that's how it works. And feds are working differently from each other. I mean, in my fed, we are going very much on storylines and build up for pay-per-view match and stuff. So it's I don't know. It's very hard to explain if you don't know what EFED is all about. Or what will you say?
Well, this is my very first year doing the EFED stuff, and I'm doing pretty good.
Wow, is that true?
When I first started WSW with you guys
Yeah.
opened your arm. You guys just said, "Come on in, everything's fine," and you start next week. I'm going, "Oh crap." And then, of course, you put me up for a hardcore championship against Black Mass at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as I heard him, I was like, "Oh shit, I have no experience with this." And of course, everyone that will watch the old stuff will know that I was very jittery. I didn't know what to say. And of course, at the time, my name wasn't Anthony Roberts; it was AJ Rocket. And yeah, my character at that point in time just sucked. Except he did win the hardcore title at that time. And then something sparked in my mind, and I said, I need something fresh. I need something a little bit edgy, but not too crazy. And then I came up with the Anthony Roberts character, where I did a scraggly voice. And of course, another EFED guy that's on there says, "It sounds like you smoked 12 packs a day or something." And I was like, well, okay, then I'll just quit that.
Wow,
But I remember in one of the results, someone hit me in the back of the head with a sledgehammer. So I'm like, okay, let's do a little creative bit here and get my normal voice going back again. But I can go back and forth on different voices and be like, do something different, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
Well, I must say I'm sitting here scratching my head. Is it true that this is your first year? I didn't even know that.
Yes, this is my very first year. At the time when I have a friend, his name's Dakota.
Yeah, I know him.
Everyone knows him in the EFED world as Craig Harris.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was telling me, "Hey, check out this EFED group." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll get on there and look at it and see what's all about." Well, it was like a week or two later. That's when you guys accepted me into it, and you guys gave me my first match. And I'm going, "Crap, Dakota, I can't think of anything to say to this Black Mass character. I just don't know what to tell him." And then just out of the blue, bam, and that's what you got on the EFED bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about experience. I mean, when I first started a couple of years ago, I couldn't win a single match. I was so bad. I didn't have a plan or nothing, and today I think I'm holding a title in every fed I am in right now. So experience is the most important thing, I guess, and you need to be willing to try. But I must just ask you something. So the first match I booked you in, was that your first ever match in the EFED world?
That would have been, yes, it would have been AJ Rocket versus Black Mass for the hardcore title.
So
that was my very first match.
Did I book you? So I did book you for a title match for your first match. Is that true? Oh my God! Was I drunk that day?
I think so. You and Dante must have been doing something. Yeah, because that same day that I lost, Dante personally messaged me on the phone going, "We need to change your name and a little bit on your character. We need to do something a little different with your name because I don't believe in that name." And I was just like, I hung up on him, and I'm like, "I can change my damn character."
Oh my God, that's awesome.
The reason why I have the name AJ Rocket is because that was really supposed to be my actual ring name when I was going to be in actual wrestling.
Yeah.
But since car accident happened 3 years ago, I was like, I better not, and don't re-injure my back again. So
Yeah, that's.
kept that name.
But did you win the hardcore title in your first match, or did you lose the match?
No, I did not. I lost that
Oh,
match.
okay. Yeah.
And then I was in a triple threat with Kajelis,
Yeah.
and Victoria Principal, and I won that match. Then I went for another hardcore title shot and lost it. It was like 5 or 6 times I had to go through all these guys, and then finally I won the title because you helped me.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have all the results on my computer, but I don't. I do remember, that I helped you, but I didn't remember that your first match was actually for a title. So that's pretty cool that you remember that. Maybe you should be on the management. You're also.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was for a title shot.
Yeah.
I just remember at the time the name was Black Mass, and then he started going, "Oh, I can't use that name no more." I'm like, who cares?
Yeah, it's very cool. So yeah. So it's pretty cool. Your first match was actually a title match. Your first ever match was a title match. Now I want to know how many competitors had to face another guy for a title in their first ever EFED match. So that must be a record or something.
I would probably say so, because I've never seen ever someone fresh and brand new that didn't know jack squat about EFED and get a title shot right after that.
But I don't remember how I came up with it. Maybe I was drinking too much whiskey, but but yeah, exactly. But I knew that because your friend Dakota, Craig Harris, he came to me and said, this is my friend and I want him to be in WSW. So I was 100% sure that you were, a very experienced, EFED competitor because you were a friend with him. So maybe that was why I did book you so big that I did in the beginning. But that was not the case. But I thought that because you were a friend with him.
Yeah, I've been friends with him for 14 plus years.
Yeah.
We've been through hell and back.
Yeah. And he has been doing this for a pretty long time, I guess.
Oh yeah, 12 plus.
So how did that come? That you start your career so late then? If you're, one of your best friends have done it so.
I actually didn't know what EFED was because no one would tell me anything or whatever until now.
Yeah.
Until right there at the middle of the summer, Dakota's like, "Well, you ain't doing anything. You ain't got much money right now. Why don't you look at this EFED?" And I'm like, "All right, I'm looking. I'm reading results. I'm going, hell yeah, this looks fun."
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I mean, but I'm gonna say this now, live on air. I mean, when you first came in, I saw you as a decent competitor. Really, I saw you say just a decent competitor. I thought you were cool, and then I did something. I'm very proud of. I did book you to that WCW triple cage match, 6-man cage match, and I don't know what happened, but I wasn't even thinking about that you were going to become a world champion. And then you changed your name to Anthony Roberts, and then you climbed like 10 levels in your promos for that match. And I was sitting there just one day before the event, I was thinking, oh yeah, Anthony Roberts are not going to win. But now I was like, what the hell? I actually think that Anthony Roberts is killing all the opponents. He's going to be the world champion. Who the hell expected that? And I had no plan for you to become a world champion. But it was so cool for me. And I ranked that very high in my EFED history as a booker because I didn't see you as a big threat at all for the world title. And now you are a world champion. And you have been that now for a while. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I was very shocked to read that result. I mean, that result card alone looked like a damn novel.
Thank you.
I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh shit, it's CG Wood again.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah, and I did help you to win that title as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was just randomly out of nowhere. As soon as everybody knows that when you're not when you're out of character, they're like, oh, congratulations. But really inside, they're like, what the hell? He shouldn't have won that. And everyone's probably griping and complaining and whatever. Here I am, I'm celebrating, going, oh hell yeah.
But
yeah, that was just shocking reveal to me because I was like, well, of course I did 7, 8, 9 promos.
Yeah.
Dang thing, and everyone else is doing 2, 3, and someone else was like a shy one behind me. That would have been Damian Ash at the time.
Yeah, it was against you and him. I can say that.
Yeah, because there's only one person in the whole WSW EFED that has pushed my buttons to make me go as far as I can, as possible as I can, and that is TJ Carson.
Yeah, that's a future dream match. Again, 1-on-1, for sure. But I was wondering, do you have any answer on why you did climb that ladder? I mean, climb so many levels for that match. I mean, as I told you, I saw you as a decent competitor, and finally when that match came, I saw you as the best competitor. What happened, really? Did your passion for EFED grow or something when you saw that you had a world title match? I don't know.
Yeah, that's part of it. Part of it was, I went from being hardcore. I was hardcore champion still at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm the lowest of the low right now with the hardcore title, and I went for a prestige title, and that's the mid card title, well, part of one.
Mm-hmm.
I lost, so I was like, and then I really pushed myself with all these other singles and triple threats, everything else, and out of nowhere, bam, I'm in the world title picture. So I'm like, I need to really push the envelope higher than what I've done in any other promo that I've ever done, and that's what happened. Because as soon as, and it was mostly me and Damian Ash that did most of the promos, because if you go back, any of those promos at that time, you go back, it's just me and him most talking about each other. We didn't care about anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, and the build up for the whole match was so awesome. Yeah, you all took that match to the next level. But you know, a lot of credit for it. I mean, especially now when I realize that this is your first ever year in the EFED world. I mean, it took me 3 years to become a world champion. I am a world champion now, and it's my first ever reign, and it took me 3 years. And this is your first year, and you are a world champion, and you have been there for a while. And well, yeah.
It's been about a month, maybe 2, almost.
Yeah. Let's see. I can take a look on when you won the title. So, okay. So if you guess, when did you won the title? You think?
November, I believe.
Yeah, it was the 10th of November.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So almost 2 months. Almost 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think. Yeah, because Wicked One held the title for. He did held the title for over 3 months, and he has the record for the longest reign. So, I mean, you are half the way. I mean, it's not far away to challenge him for that reign. So it's cool. It's cool.
Who's held it for 3 months?
The Wicked One.
The Wicked One. The Wicked? No, he's not the Wicked One. He's the Wicked 2.
Yeah.
He lost his reign as Wicked One when he lost the world title. Now, let's get that straight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool now when you're in character stuff because hopefully this is gonna bring people to get interested in to see what is this EFED stuff all about if you don't know that. So yeah, it's awesome. But what are your future plans for now? I mean, this was your first year. 2018 was your first year. You are the world heavyweight champion your first year. 2018 is coming to a close, and you are going to begin the year 2019 as the world champion. So, what are your goals now when you are the world champion?
My goals as world champion is to remain champion, and I'd like to push the envelope a little bit more with whoever is going to compete with somebody like me.
Yeah.
Somebody besides Austin Bogan. Sorry, people. These people in character. Austin Bogan, Damian Ash, and some what's his name, Wicked One, and I'm actually looking forward to doing one with one of the written promos. Besides, what's his name, Lost Soul.
Yeah, and also you have the lone wolf also. It's good.
I remember him and I was in the hardcore title match, and I lost, and he won the title.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, yeah, we can't say anything because it's a secret for everyone. But there are some very cool thing that's gonna happen at the next show in WSW. So
That's right.
yeah, only you, me, and someone else knows anything about that. So it's gonna be very exciting.
It's locked in a vault and will never open until next week.
Yeah, so if you want to see what's going to happen, you just need to go over to WSW and see it for yourself.
Yeah, you gotta go to Facebook and type in
World Social Wrestling.
World Social Wrestling.
Exactly. It's run by the prestigious owners. Yeah, exactly. It's run by the prestigious owner himself, CJ Wood, and the world champion Anthony Roberts.
That's right.
That's right, that's right. So yeah.
But yeah, other than just trying to push the envelope and all that, other than besides being an E-Fed, try to get out of this damn apartment and finally get inside a decent house. That'd be something nice. But yeah, in the E-Fed world, I'd like to try to come up with a tag team or something,
Mm-hmm.
or add more titles to my line.
Yeah.
I'm like a friend of mine. He came up with that certified belt collectors. Some reason that name just keeps ringing in my head.
Yeah, and you should keep that name in your mind. I will not say anything more, but you know what I'm thinking of.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. You will see, folks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because it's not mess with Anthony Roberts, the god of wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. You are the god of wrestling. But so explain a little more. What is your character? Who is Anthony Roberts?
Okay, well, at first, if you see the beginnings of Anthony Roberts, he wears a whatever the hell shirt he wants to wear, a black denim vest, and at first he was wearing a beanie, but then I changed it to a hat.
Yeah.
If you watched any other wrestling, it kind of looks like Aces and Eights, but I'm not
Yeah.
trying to copy off of Aces and Eights. One day I was just like, yeah, put this on, and I was like, hey, look good, do a promo, let's go. And then, yeah, I would say he's kind of like I don't want to say he's a biker bar gang. I want to make him like an anti-biker bar gang, kind of like just something else that you think people will be like, oh, he's just a biker. But then once you actually get to see what the character does for real, then you're like, whoa, he's way different than I was expecting.
Yeah, exactly. And for my own character, I'm known as the prestige one. I'm always saying that I am the most prestigious wrestler in the whole world. I'm the most prestigious owner, and all of that. I'm seeing everything in a very prestigious way. Everything is going to be prestigious, 5-star TV rating and all of that. So it was very exciting when I had my match with TJ Carson for the prestige title.
Yeah, I was excited about that match. I was like, oh man, it's the Prestige champion versus the Prestige.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
almost just reminds me of CM Punk and Chris Jericho match.
Yeah,
That's how I felt at the time.
yeah,
I was
exactly.
reading this, I
Yeah,
was like, oh man.
yeah, exactly. CM Punk said that he was the best in the world, and Chris Jericho said that he was the best in the world. What he does, and so yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty the same. Yeah. Now when I think of it, yeah, it was pretty cool. And also, I am the owner, CJ Wood, and you're the world champion, and you're also my client. So we are working together. We are super heel, and everyone hates us, but we are just cheering and celebrate every single victory that you have.
Open up the champagne bottle. It's time to go, boys. Woo!
Exactly, exactly. But Anthony, I want to say thank you for coming as a guest on the show. We have been talking now for over 33 minutes, I guess. So I think we're gonna save it so you can come back for some more episodes in the future. So what did you?
Alrighty,
So
sounds good.
yeah, I hope you had fun.
I did have fun.
Yeah, but I see you next time, Anthony, and make sure that you check him out. On World Wrestling. No, World Social Wrestling. I don't even remember my own EFET. but yeah, thank you to Anthony. What was your last name? Bottle. Yeah, Anthony Bottle. He can be named whatever it is. He is the god himself of wrestling. That's the most important stuff. So,
and don't forget, folks, I also have a YouTube channel on here.
oh, okay. What's the name of that YouTube channel?
Just type in my name. That's all you gotta do, Anthony Bowden.
Okay, type that in. Go check out that YouTube channel. He's the god of YouTube as well.
God on YouTube.
So yeah, thank you, Anthony Robert. Thank you, Anthony Bottle. I see you next time.
All right.
So that was everything from Anthony. Great guest, and he's welcome to come back very soon. And this was also everything for episode 4. So it was everything for this year. And make sure that you follow me on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to Facebook, ask a question. If you ask everything, it's gonna be on the show. If you want to be a guest, you're gonna be on the show. So yeah, this was everything from FunTalk, Wrestling Talk today on this episode and for this year. So until next year, have fun and a happy new year. I see you. Have a good, happy new year. Happy new year and happy new year. Bye bye.